astonishingly strong given what's going on with the rest of the markets and given what silver is doing. Yes, silver, copper, palladium, platinum, they are breaking apart, and gold is holding up there very, very strong. But I still think that there is a danger, of course, that at some point the margin calls are going to come around and engulf also the gold investors, because many of the markets that you see now in free fall, like oil, some indices, stock indices, yes, and the jump, the meteoric rise in some bonds, they are causing a lot of headache to people who are on margins, and they are forced to liquidate. The broker doesn't phone you, the system takes you off. From what I know, at least the system that I'm using, if I get into trouble, the system is just sending me one nice message, and a few minutes later, that's it, they start liquidating. I think that the danger of this all-out panic could eventually also reach gold, and this happened before in 2008, and in other instances, I don't remember all of them by heart. Eventually that flood of margin calls is going to touch also gold. So will it go for a meltdown? No, I don't think so, but the correction is still a scenario that I'm not giving up on so quickly. I think that this is still possible. It might take its time to slightly weaken. The longer it stays around here, it tells you how strong it is. Obviously, yeah? It tells you how strong it is. But I don't like when I see silver breaking down like that, and I think that when I say I don't like, I mean they normally go together, and you can see what happened here in silver is like a straight express line here, back to this monthly scale support zone right here that I identified quite some time ago. Do you remember that? It's basically mid-range, as you see, mid-range since it was established roughly. It reached around here in May 24. You see the 200 moving average, you see the climbing support line here. It would stand to reason that even if we are dealing with a 1-2, that the third might be nearing an end. If that's the case, there should be some decent bounce now in silver to 32, maybe even higher. If this is an ABC, it's not out of question. Listen, if this is an ABC, that definitely would qualify as a C, yeah? What will happen? It will go back to 35.50. It's enough if it goes back to 34.20 in a strong swing back. If it does that, that is very bullish for silver, and obviously gold will stay quite strong, because if that happens, it tells us this is an ABC which is going to confirm most likely that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1. So we go back here to the very bullish setup of this being 1, 2, and that will be 1 that will see a correction basically between the 35 zone roof that we had here and the strong support, and it'll just go up and down. I said we went up here for 3 months. If we spend 1 month doing that, and then it goes back up when it takes off, there is nothing in the world going to stop it. It's going to be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and just get out of the way. Don't even dream selling it short, okay? But on the other hand, given the basically all-out panic that we are seeing in some markets, it is not out of question that silver will go lower, will go there, will go to 29. Might even go to 27. I doubt that it'll go lower than that. I think 27 is probably just a deep. Under 27 will be extreme selling scenario in the case of silver, and that will end up being the right wave count. That's 1, that's 2, and then we will see a sharp recovery. That's what I think. So these are the two scenarios that you have in silver, and I think that short term, I will not be surprised to see some recovery. I will also not be surprised to see it extending the fall. Panic is panic. You know, it could overspill, if you like, to early next week. Those who have been waiting for some sort of recovery and the recovery doesn't come, and you have the markets closing very weak, they will panic over the weekend and they'll just send the selling orders on Monday, Tuesday. That wave will be over, and at some point next week, it'll start that recovery.